Do you want to grow a garden, but you only have concrete, asphalt, or gravel? Well, today I'm going to show you the perfect solution to have a beautiful flower garden in a small space. Hi, it's Steph, and welcome to my sister's backyard. Today, I thought that I would do a fun little project to surprise her and my nieces. They're at a birthday party at the moment, and I'm taking this opportunity to set something up for them. As you can see, they have little ones. My nieces are young, and there is no place to garden. This is a very typical city backyard here where they live, and there is a terraced area here. You can see this is their patio where they have their dining area, a fire pit, and then as you go down, there is a grassy section where the kids have their swing set. And this is the only place where my nieces can actually run around and play. So there's really no great spot to add a flower garden. So let me show you where we'll be working today. And as you come down these steps, you can take the walkway to the driveway and garage, but right behind is this unused space that has a lot of hardscaping, but is full sun all day long. And it is the perfect spot to have a beautiful flower garden using one of these elevated raised beds. This raised bed happens to be by Vego Garden, and this elevated style is a newer offering for them. Last year, we redid our garden to metal raised beds, and we used the same color. This happens to be the modern gray, which I really love. But it also comes in other colors like olive green and pearl white. This happens to be the 2x8, so it is 2 feet deep, 8 feet long, and it is 1 foot in depth. They also come in a 4 foot and a 6 foot length, so it is sure to fit any garden size. If you have a small garden, if you want to garden on a patio or a deck, this is a perfect solution. It also comes with casters where you can roll it around from space to space, which my sister opted out of because she didn't want my nieces to be playing with the bed and rolling it back and forth. But it is an option. Now, this showed up in the mail a couple of days ago, and it took George only about an hour to set it up. So really easy assembly. You just need a little bit of time. Now, what's great about these elevated raised beds is if you have an issue with your lower back or your knees, it makes gardening really easy on the body and accessible for most people. So let's go ahead and fill this up with soil and get it planted. To fill up your raised garden beds, you want to use a raised bed soil, which is specially formulated to be nice, light and fluffy, and to provide proper drainage. And speaking of drainage, at the bottom of these raised beds, you see that there are these corrugated steel panels that have channels in them that allows for proper drainage. And they are coated so that they won't rust. So I'm going to go ahead and finish filling up this bed with my soil. I went for a riot of color in this bed, lots of bright summer colors, oranges and pinks, purples and yellows, things that my nieces would really love so that they can cut flowers and make arrangements with their mom. So here in the back, I put the taller plants. I have some sun-credible sunflowers, some salvia, and so I put the taller things in the back. I put the medium-sized plants in the center, like some dahlias and some cleome, and then I have some spillers in the front. So I'm gonna work on getting everything planted now that I worked out the spacing, and then I'll give you a little tour of what we're planting in this bed. So let's go through and do a little tour of all of the plants that I put here in this raised bed planter. Now, these are all Proven Winners annuals. I have used Proven Winners for years. Their annuals always do super well for me. They get huge by the end of the season. So of course, that is what I picked up. I went to a local nursery and grabbed some of these varieties that you don't normally find at the local box store. You know that I like to take you to the garden center, and you'll mostly find things like lobelia and petunias, but you don't always find varieties like the dahlias, as well as the rock and play in the blue salvia, and even the sun-credible sunflowers. So let me show you what's in this bed. So here in the corner, I have some trailers, or what we call the spillers, right? So I placed this petunia here, which is the Super Petunia Mini Vista Pink Cloud, that's going to spill over the edge here. It gets to be 6 to 12 inches in height, and let's see how wide it gets. 12 to 18 inches in width. So this is perfect for this corner. Here I have a type of lobelia, and this one is full to part sun, and it is called the Laguna Royale Pink. Now typically you see lobelia in shades of blue, and this one being pink is really unique and really pretty. Here is a new to me plant, but I really liked the yellow and I thought it went really well with these other plants I selected for the front. It's a Calaphus or Calaphus hybrid sun glow, also known as sundrops, and they have a little yellow bloom. Some bidens, and this is the Campfire Marshmallow. What I liked about these is that they look like little cosmos, and I really liked how dainty they were, and I thought the white was nice to break up the yellow and the pink in the front here. Now this will get 8 to 14 inches in height and will spread about 16 inches in width. So again, I think it'll fill out this front really nicely. And I repeated the pattern. So here again, I have that Super Petunia Mini Vista Pink Cloud, this yellow Calaphus, and some more of the lobelia, the bidens, and so forth. In the second row, or the medium height plants, I have a variety of dahlias. These are annuals. Dahlias are annuals for us here in my zone 6B, 7A, and I picked out some really pretty ones. So this here is a Proven Winners Dalina Grande Cadena, and you can see it's a really beautiful fuchsia pink with a little bit of white on the back of the petals. So almost like a striping effect. And it gets 15 to 18 inches in height, and we'll get about 12 to 18 inches in width. So perfect for this space. And then I alternated that with some Cleome. So this has a fun name here, Senorita Rosalita. It is a full sun annual. It will get 24 to 48 inches in height. So we'll fill up this space. And he's about 12 to 18 inches in spacing. So all of the plants in this middle row need 12 to 18 inches of spacing. So I spaced them roughly 10 to 12 inches apart. So they are all going to grow into each other, but because they're annuals, they're only going to be in here for a few months. And with regular fertilizing about once a week, they will do just fine. So I repeated that pattern. Here I have a different dahlia. This one is really beautiful. It is called the Dalina Grande Tequila, and it's a bit of orange with some yellow. Another of the pinks, this is the Dalina Grande Cadena, I believe it's called. And then I went with another orange variety, and this one is called the Dalina Grande Emilio. And this one is really pretty. It's like an orange dahlia.
You'll have a lot of buds.
Yes, tons of buds on these. So they are going to explode with blooms in the next couple of weeks. It's going to look really beautiful. So again, we have another Senorita Rosalita Cleome. This is another one of the Grande Tequila dahlias. Here we have another one of the Dalina Grande Cadena. And again, another Senorita Rosalita. So you can see that I pretty much repeated the pattern all the way down. And in the back, in the final row, I have some of the Suncredible yellow sunflowers. Now these are really incredible. They are a beautiful, dainty sunflower, maybe about 3 to 4 inches, the blooms, and they bloom nonstop all season long. So it's a multi-branching sunflowers. Most of the time when you grow sunflowers, the really large ones, they're a single stem, you cut on it and it's done. But these will keep pumping out blooms all season long. And this one gets pretty large as well. So 24 to 42 inches in height and just about that width as well. So in the back, all I planted was a couple of sunflowers to fill up this back area. And I also have, so here I have a sunflower, and right next to it, a Rockin' Play in the Blues salvia. So this is an annual salvia that also gets 24 to 48 inches in size. So it's going to really fill out this space, and about the same in height. So I have that one, and again, another sunflower, another Rockin' Play in the Blues salvia, and another sunflower. So I put 5 plants along this 8-foot bed. So I think this is going to fill in and be really lush and full and colorful. So I am really excited for my sister and the girls to get home and check this all out. All that's left to do is to water in all of these beautiful flowers. If you are interested in adding your own Vego bed to your garden, I am going to leave an affiliate link below with any available promo codes that you can check out in the description of the video as well as in the pinned comment. So thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I will catch you in the next one.